Hi, my name is David, and I am what you could call an addiction specialist. Now, um, before I go on, I'm going to tell you I am intentionally disheveled or whatnot, as you may want to refer to it, um, on purpose, because I'm a person just like you and just like anybody else. All right? But I'm also a recovering person as well. Um, I have been clean and sober for over 30 years. On June 20th, 1986, I sought help and I have not looked back since then. Um, I am what you refer to as an addiction specialist, not because of some PhD or MBA or BA or anything else. I'm an addiction specialist because I live both lives. I've lived the life of a drunk. I've lived the life of an addicted person, and now I'm living the life of a clean and sober person, and have been doing that for over 30 years. Again, June 19th, 1986. I sought help and never looked back. Now, today, I can help others find what I've found, and that's life without drugs, alcohol, even cigarettes, or any other addiction that you may suffer from. My specialty obviously is alcohol and drugs because alcohol was my drug of choice. But I have helped others. Now, before I go on to let you know what I'm offering to you and what you can do about getting help for yourself or for a loved one or for your family, I have, in these 31 years of being clean and sober, I have worked for places like Cider House Detox in Norwalk, California. I have worked for the Rock Center, which is an alcohol and drug rehab in Garden Grove, California. I have worked for the Martin Luther King Hospital in their rehab center um, as a alcohol specialist, and that was in Anaheim, California. I was on the speaker circuit for Tustin Care Unit. By being on their circuit was I was a regular speaker and spoke to the people that were there seeking treatment. I was frequently on call when speakers did not show up, so I was pretty much there all the time. um, I have been a main speaker at many Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. I have chaired meetings. I have acted as treasurers. I have, you name it in the recovery field, I have pretty much done it. Okay, again, the proof in the pudding is not a PhD or an MBA or a BA or any other degree, and I am not discrediting those who have CADCs or whatever licensing in drug and alcohol counseling. That's a lot of that's done for medical purposes and whatnot. But the proof in the pudding is somebody who's living the life. Okay, there's no magic secret or anything. It's it's not something you gain in a textbook or anything. It's something you do by living it every day. Those other things are helpful, but the proof is in the pudding. 31 years sober. Never looked back. Followed directions. Did exactly what I was told to do. Sought help. Have helped others. And by helping others, I don't mean just the addicted person. Okay? Families are affected by drug and alcohol abuse as well. You may think, okay, well, it's just my husband or just my son or just my daughter or just my wife or just my aunt or my grandmother or mother or father. It could be a million different people. But the problem is everyone's impacted. You can actually help the addicted person by seeking recovery yourself. You think, oh, I'm not the one that's sick. Yes, you are. We're all impacted. We make decisions based on this person and their needs, wants, desires, their addiction. Their addiction runs our life. And sometimes ruins our life. So we need to learn how to cope with life on life's terms as well, and in the process possibly help the addicted person. These are some of the things I can achieve and help you do. Now, again, there's no MBA, PhD, or anything else like that. I am a clean and sober person. I have lived the clean and sober life for over 31 years. I have been through marriages, I have been through divorce, I have been through death in the families, job changes, poverty, lump sums of money, children. I've had several children. Well, it's not several. It's not like I'm making babies every year, but I have children. Children have issues. So it's raising children as a single parent, raising children in a blended family. Whatever life deals with you, car issues, money issues, housing issues, you name it, I've dealt with it and have not turned back to alcohol or drugs. Okay, I've used the tools that I can pass on to you to live a clean and sober life without the crutch of alcohol or drugs. And again, including other addictions, I actually use these tools to overcome smoking as well. Yes, that's right. No patch, no nothing. I overcame smoking using the tools I learned in order to stay clean and sober, in order to get off cigarettes as well. And it was a cold turkey, bam, right away. None of this slow stuff or ease into it. I just did it. Okay. Now, unlike the hospitals and the medical facilities that rake in tens and thousands of dollars off insurance policies, I realize that most addicted people have probably already drank or used or whatever themselves out of a job and don't have a job. Maybe they don't have insurance. Maybe they're on Medicaid and it won't cover everything, and they have no money to do anything. This is where I come in. I offer a low cost program. All right. Now, if you live in the Inland Empire, now the Inland Empire are areas in California, that's San Bernardino County and Riverside County. I will literally make house calls to your home or the location of your choice. Want to meet in a public place? Don't want anybody know where you live? Meet at the mall, meet at a restaurant, a park, whatever you're comfortable with, where we can go through the counseling process and get you on the road to recovery. I don't guarantee results, but I guarantee you'll learn something. Okay? The results, why I can't see these places that guarantee results, they're full of crap. All right? They guarantee results. Let me tell you what the Schick Center used to do. This is back in probably the 70s or 80s. They would send people in to stop smoking, stop drinking, or whatever, and they had this aversion program. I can go into it if you want to talk to me about it. That's fine. And they would call you 2 weeks later. Oh, are you smoking? Are you drinking? Well, if you say no, it's a win. Oh, we have 98% accuracy. You didn't talk to them a month later, 2 months later, 3 months later, 6 months later, or a year later. So we don't know. I don't guarantee results. I guarantee you'll learn something. The results are up to you. I'm going to give you the tools. Okay? I can give a carpenter a hammer and nails, but if he doesn't do anything with them, they're useless. I can give you the tools you need to live a clean and sober life. I can give you, the family members, the tools you need in order to live with the addicted person, or find means to let go, or help them help themselves, or any other things. Any of these other aspects. There are so many aspects to recovery that it's incredible. Will I suggest things like Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, Al-Anon, Nar-Anon, Alateen, ACA? Will I suggest those things? Yes, I will, because it's going to be more than an hour session with myself. Then to get over this, you're going to need some outside help, and you're going to need a support group. That's why these programs do work. They're a support group. You can sit in the meeting and do absolutely nothing, and it will get you absolutely nothing. You won't meet anybody. You won't talk to anybody. You won't find anybody with shared experiences or anything. Okay? I can do that for you for a little while. Okay? Again, it's up to you. Let me tell you a little bit of what I do. It's low cost. Cost is as little as $20. And you can stop anytime you want. That's right. Stop anytime you want. Again, I mentioned I make house calls in Inland Empire. If you're outside of that area, then obviously transportation becomes an issue. If you're, let's say, in Orange County, we might be able to work something out at a higher rate, or we can do this over the phone. We might, okay, maybe on Facebook with a video chat or something. We can do it that way and still do this, and you can pay using PayPal. In fact, that's my recommended source of payment. That way there's no cash exchanging hands. People aren't comfortable, walking around with cash in their hand. Now, if you want to, if you're in the Inland Empire, you want me to meet you at your home, you want to give me cash then, that's fine. Um, Again, I'd recommend PayPal before the visit so everything's confirmed and we can just go about our business rather than worrying about money exchanging hands when we only have an hour of time to work with or more. It's up to you. Okay, again, it's low cost. Stop any time you want. Okay, those other places, they rope you into something for 30, 60, 90 days. Some places they want you to actually stay there. Okay, not everybody can take a month off work and survive. I'm not asking you to take a month off work. I'm asking you to take an hour a week, an hour, maybe a couple hours a week. It depends on you, of your time. Sit down. We'll talk. I'll give you tools that you need in order to stay clean sober. If I feel you're not following the program or the tools I use, I'll cease it. It's a waste of my time and a waste of yours. Okay, if you want to continue to drink and do drugs, and then that's what you decide to continue to do. I'm not gonna waste my time. And this is sure it's about making a few bucks, but it's more about helping other people. All right. So again, quit anytime you want. There's no contract. Okay. If after your first visit with me, you say, you know what, this isn't for me. I don't like what he's saying. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Say, you know what, I'm sorry, David, but this isn't going to work out. I'll say, fine, shake your hand. Okay. I'm sorry I wasn't able to help you. Please keep my contact information if you change your mind. If not, then there's nothing. I'm not going to put your name down. I'm not going to write you a bunch of paperwork that a court's going to ask for or anything else. We're just going to deal with giving you the tools you need to stay clean and sober, or you, the family, give you the tools you need in order to live with this addicted person, possibly help them, but definitely help yourself. Okay? This is what I offer. I am an addiction specialist. I have lived a clean and sober life for over 31 years. I have dealt with everything you can manage to think you would deal with, and over that time, raising children, marriages, divorces, poverty, windfalls of money, car problems, no car, job changes, everyday stresses, deaths of family members. All these things have happened, and I have not found the need to drink or use drugs or any other crutch that would feed an addiction. Okay, so I can teach you how to live this life as well. And I have helped countless people in some of the facilities I've mentioned, and even privately. I have helped people overcome their addictions. I have helped family members learn how to live with the addicted person or find the tools they need in order to save themselves. Again, the addicted person is not the only person who has the issue. Okay? It's a family issue. You have your own separate issues that you're going to need to deal with if you're a family member. It's important that you get help as well. And by you getting help, it may be exactly what's needed to get the addicted person the help they need. Okay. Anyway, in the description is going to be an email address. It's soberlivingcoach@gmail.com. That's how you contact me. From that point on, we'll arrange you can ask whatever questions you want to ask. And we can arrange a meeting if you're here in Southern California or the Inland Empire. We can arrange a good time to talk on the phone or whatever and figure out, how payment will be made or exchanged. Again, PayPal is my recommended deal. Dealing with cash can be risky, especially if we're meeting at a public place. You don't want to be walking around. I mean, granted, you're not going to need a lot of cash. In some cases, I offer the service for free. That's rare. Okay, it's based on donations from outside sources. So if you're looking at this and you don't need help, you don't know anybody who needs help, but you want to help others, you can donate any amount via PayPal. Again, send me an email. I will tell you the email address in which you can donate to this program, so people who don't have the funds to get help can still get help. All right, because this does cost me money. I have to drive somewhere, I have to take out my time and all that, so it does have its impact on me as well. So donations are readily accepted. You may donate any amount you want. You want to donate a penny, donate a penny. That's it. I mean, granted, it doesn't do a lot, but it's a penny more than what we had before. This will enable us to give other people lower cost or no cost. Example, let's say you donate $20. That $20 can be used for a $20 visit from somebody else so they don't have to pay and they can get help. Okay, if you donate $40, then they can have two $20 visits. Okay, the general lowest cost is a $20 an hour visit. However, things can be made. Let's say there's $10 in there. Say, okay, you know what? I have $10 in the donation fund. I'll charge you $10 an hour for the first visit. Okay, so again, you can help. I will put the email address to contact me in the description, but it's soberlivingcoach@gmail.com. So that's soberlivingcoach@gmail.com. That is my email address. That's how you get hold of me. That's how you ask whatever questions you want to ask and set up an appointment, whether it be a phone appointment or a personal appointment. We can discuss that. You can discuss payment arrangements, how much, we'll discuss without going into great detail your own financial situation and come up with a fair figure at that point. We just started this, so there are no monies in the overflow fund or whatever we want to call it, donation fund at this point, because I'm just starting this. This is the very first video. I just started this like yesterday, so there's nothing in there right now, so I can't do any reduced costs, at least not at this point. Depending on the situation, I might make an exception, but it's not likely at this point because then it would be costing me money instead of, at least breaking even. So again, contact me via email. I will put an email in the description. If you don't see it right away, come back later because I have other things to do. I may just get the video uploaded. Obviously, I told you the email on here, so you can use that as well. From that point on, I'll give you the information you want and a phone number you can call, or you can give me your number, whichever is easier, and we'll go from there. I am an addiction specialist. I have been clean and sober over 31 years. My primary drug of choice was alcohol. However, I did dabble in other things. I did use these tools that I learned to get clean and sober to stop smoking cigarettes. So I know it works for that as well. All right. And I have helped countless family members who are dealing with people. Maybe the addicted person never recovered or never even tried to recover, but the family was still able to move forward based on the tools that I provided for them. So again, contact me at soberlivingcoach@gmail.com and we'll get you some low-cost help so you don't have to worry about the high cost of these programs that basically don't do anything different than what I do. Only I do it cheaper. Have a nice day.